Hey there, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising. It's Maggie from Moondirected. Welcome to my channel where we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. I know Mercury's out of shadow, but I'm still having technical difficulties. So here we go. I already pulled these cards when I tried to do the reading a minute ago, and I really don't want to switch them out because they were excellent. They're interesting. You have the Swan Spirit for overall energy. It's time to take a deep dive. So this energy from moving out of this full moon in Aquarius into the new moon in Virgo, it's a time for you to look at a situation that needs to be healed, because you have a time for healing and doing the deep dive down into the details of it, because Virgo is all about getting into the details. And so you also have the Flamingo Spirit, which is about being in that in-between space. The in-between space of trying to figure out, where it is you're going, what it is you're doing, how you're going to get there. And so that's what's happening here. I kind of want them set up like this because you're moving from the healing, the in-between space, and doing the deep dive to get where you're going, using the energy for the next 2 weeks. I do want to thank everybody for your likes, your shares, your subscribes. You've been helping me grow my channel. I really appreciate it. And I really want to encourage getting into checking out your sun, your moon, and your rising, because the sun sign is how you feel inside. It's the core of you. Your rising sign is, your personality and how you interact with the world. But your moon sign is how you're going to feel about things as it's moving forward. And so as you're working your way through this energy over the next 2 weeks, this reading is going to cover August 19th through September 1st. So it's an August reading. Be sure to leave a comment so you can be in the drawing for the free reading. Okay. All right. So let's see what we're talking about here. Let's see what spirits got going on. So, you have the Knight of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the Five of Cups. All right. This is what I'm seeing here. You are moving out of a situation. This is this, I'm feeling trapped. That's that in-between stage where you feel like I just really need to get out. I think that the release from the full moon in Aquarius helped you to get there. I think you were feeling a little left out, a little on the outside, or a little trapped. But here's the good news. You have this beautiful Knight of Cups energy coming in. So this Knight of Cups energy is, it's about feeling passionate about what you're doing. It's creative. It's an opportunity to do what you love. It also could be about a loved one coming in. But this Pentacles, there's all these coins down here in this one. And so it's about feeling appreciated for who you are, what you're doing, what you're giving, your creative effort. And so I feel if you've been feeling a little left out, do the deep dive, get down into the details, try to figure out what needs to be worked through that you can do. What can you do? Be as practical as you can about the energy. Remember that nothing is set in stone. This is, Virgo is a mutable sign. So things could change, and they could change kind of rapidly during this time. So we've come off of a full moon that came off of an eclipse season, and so there's a lot of opportunities to really figure out what your next steps are. This period of time between the full moon that we're starting out the week, we're coming off of that, and then as we work through the new moon is a great time to prepare, to write things down, to figure out what you want to do, to get into the details of it. And then I believe that with this new moon coming out of here, we're going to all start launching out into some really big projects. So when we start the week on Monday the 19th, it's a time for recognition, for making the most of who you are and what your reputation is, and don't let other people tell you who you are. You decide. So you go out there, toot your own horn, and allow people to appreciate you for who you are, and start strutting your stuff and moving yourself forward, because it is about confidence. It's about having the confidence as we move forward. What is it that you want to do? When you believe in yourself, others will believe in you too. And you have, okay, so you have Mithras. It's about making a sacrifice. It's about sacrificing with that the energy of that full moon that just goes, what wasn't working? What do you need to give up? What do you need to be released from? What is making you feel left out? What can you let go of so that you can move forward? And having the confidence to do so. Understanding that you're giving something up in order to do something that's better, something that works in your favor, that allows you to move yourself forward. So it's all about good actions yielding good results. We've got, the moon's going to be in a square with Uranus. And so, I'm sorry, with Pluto. And so it's going to be, there's going to be a lot happening, a lot of crazy stuff and opportunities coming your way. So allow things to go, allow things to flow through. All right, I think all of these. All right, so, all right, so the thing that you're supposed to be sacrificing is guilt. That's what you're supposed to be sacrificing, is the guilt. So we're talking about your sense of responsibility when this moon moves into Taurus, and that'll be there on Wednesday. So, you know, it's time to put on your thinking cap and start to solve the problems that you have so that you can feel successful. It feels more like business because of where everybody, all the planets and everything are, but it could be in your personal life. But you need to let go of the guilt. I think that you need to not feel guilty about, oh gosh, okay, let's say it's business and you had to fire somebody. That was the sacrifice you had to make because they were not doing their job and you weren't getting where you needed to go with the situation. So don't feel guilty about it if they weren't doing their job. If you needed to pass on an opportunity, or there was something that came along and you were like, I got to let that go because it's not working for me, go ahead and allow that to happen. Don't forget to pay yourself first. This is paying yourself off the top of the paycheck, not at what left over at the end of the month. And so sometimes it's really, you have a really tight budget and maybe all you can afford to do is set $2 aside, do it. The act of saying I have enough, I know that there's enough for me to put these $2 aside. The universe goes, okay, yes, you do. You have enough to do that. And the money will be there for what you need when you need it. That's actually how it works. And you also have the courage to ask for and accept help. And so you're paying yourself first. You're letting go of the guilt of, I don't know, whatever. Maybe you quit a job that you were miserable at, and that's what happened with that. Maybe you were feeling trapped and left out and miserable at a job and you quit the job. And so now you're like, wow, now I feel guilty because I don't have enough money. Pay yourself first anyways, and have the courage to ask for and accept help. So when you're paying yourself first and you're saying, I trust the universe is going to provide. So when the universe starts providing, you need to accept it. That's part of believing in it. That's how the system works. So you need to allow it to happen and work the way it's supposed to by doing your part and being open to receiving. That Virgo moon is going to come along soon enough telling you it's time to give. So as we lead up to it, be open. Be willing to accept opportunities when they come to you, or offers of help, whatever it is. And you are going to feel really challenged. You are going to feel challenged by this. When that moon is in Gemini, it's going to feel pretty challenging. The moon moves into Gemini on Friday, and it is also when it is Virgo season, so happy birthday if you have Virgo in your chart. And let's see what we have going on here. I feel like there's, oh, they're all up here, not these. Okay. So you're going to feel a little challenged. So how do you handle the challenges that are coming your way? Yes, you need to move into a new direction. You definitely had to sacrifice something, a job, a situation, a friendship. Something wasn't working and you let it go with that full moon. And that's okay. So don't feel guilty about it. You take care of you. Get the help you need. Understand that you are moving in a new direction. It says unlock the magic. Oh, within. I thought it said wisdom, but that didn't make any sense. Unlock the magic within. So when you trust in yourself and you trust in the universe to provide for you as you're moving forward, you start to enjoy the growth and expand. So this passionate project that you want to do, the nerves you're feeling about letting go of whatever you did, you needed to do that so that you can find the benefit down the road. So don't be afraid of it. Go ahead and start moving forward. Looks like you're on the right track here. So then the moon is going to move into Cancer. Moon moves into Cancer, which is your 4th house of home, and that happens on Sunday evening. And wow, I feel like this weekend coming up is going to be full, really we've got Mercury's direct now. Because of the energy of that Gemini moon in a challenging position and some of the other planetary action, I think communication is going to be very key. So how you communicate to somebody, what it is you tell them, how you tell them, choosing the tone of voice that you use. I think also talking to yourself, communicating with yourself is going to be really important. You have the cornucopia. When that moon is in Cancer, this is an opportunity to manipulate the situation in your favor by using positive affirmations. Communicate to yourself that way. Speak positive words. Don't allow negativity or other people's negativity to drag you down. Make sure that you are keeping the positive attitude and the positive tone and words, because your words create your reality, so that you can get into the abundance of the universe. So things like, I always have more than enough for everything I've ever needed, or anything I need, or I'm open to receiving the abundance of the universe, or the universe always provides more than enough. So that's that abundance mindset is really where you need to place the wording of your life. If you say things like, well, I don't know how I'm going to pay the bills, well, that's not going to be helpful. So you say instead, I know that the money will be there. And you sit down and make out your budget, and you just count on the money being there, because it'll show up in places and ways that you probably won't expect. The moon moves into Leo on Tuesday, and that is your 5th house of fun and romance, and sometimes that requires a little compromising. Okay, so yeah, you're coming out of a difficult time because we have the storm field. So a little bit of compromising, a little bit of give and take, a little bit of that releasing, a little bit of acknowledging that other people have wants and needs also, and you may have to do a little of accommodating around it. It doesn't mean that you don't speak words of encouragement to yourself, that you don't understand that you're magnificent and that what you're doing, you're on the right track. And yes, it could be a difficult time, because if you made what appears to be a sudden move, and being Aries, it might have been, and other people like, I don't understand why you just did that. Don't worry about it. Have confidence in what you're doing. Understand that, yes, there's a storm coming, but you're going to make a way through it, because you have the Field of Dreams. Now, the Field of Dreams came out in the reverse, which I don't usually read reverses when I'm doing these readings, but it makes me feel like, but wait, like the Field of Dreams is coming. You're going to get there. You're going to get what you're looking for and what you're asking for. There could be a little delay, and I think the delay is going to be in getting all the pieces in place and allowing the universe to get all the pieces in place, and you doing the research and you doing the steps and making the plan. And so, are you going to immediately step into success? No, but it's coming. It's coming. And so this transformation that comes with this full moon, this new moon in Virgo, it's all about manifesting. It's all about putting everything you want out there to the universe and expecting the transformation to come. That you have all the tools at your disposal that you need. This is like the magician. When the moon is here in this phase, that is all about the transition. That new moon happens at 6 degrees and 47 minutes of Virgo. And that's going to happen on Friday, August 30th. And for most of the world, that makes it a black moon. Once you hit the Eastern Daylight Time here in the United States, so the United States, it will be not a black moon, but I'm going to cover it as though it is a black moon, because there are a lot of people that it will be, and it's so early in the day for the rest of us that it has that energy and feel of that black moon energy. And black moon is 2 new moons in a calendar month, and that's makes this month really potent energy for opportunity, for planting seeds, for creating what you want, for knowing where to invest your time and your energy. And so I'm actually going to pull a couple cards on that. It's a good time in between, like until we get to this new moon, to really wrap up the projects you've got going on, making some plans, putting it on paper, figuring out where you're going with things, decide what's necessary, what you need to keep, what you need to let go of, because the energy is gaining momentum, which is totally what this is about. Your energy is gaining momentum. I want to get a little bit of practical advice, if I can, from the Garden of Abundance cards here. They usually have like actual steps you can take. I'm having a little trouble here. The arthritis is kicking up today. All right, so let's see what we have here. This one and this one. Okay. Action steps. You have money, magic, money, miracles. Allow the universe to bring the miracles of money and cash to help you along your path. Again, you've had to make some kind of a sacrifice. It feels like a financial sacrifice of some sort. Make sure you continue to put money in savings. Pay yourself first. Save for that thing that you want, the big ask. Ask for help and expect that you will receive it. Keep that abundance mindset and allow the universe to bring to you the abundance. It's there. Allow them to show you the appreciation by putting some coins in your cup. Doing what you love to do and allow that to happen. And then you have, now is not the best time for big purchases or big money decisions. So yes, pay yourself first, save some money, and trust that the universe is coming along to help you. You might not see it just yet. It's all about believing and trusting in that. So this is what you have happening here. This is really beautiful. And then it's time to plant those seeds of intention. And for you, that's in your 6th house of that work-life balance. How are you going to create that work-life balance? And so maybe you gave up that second job and you're worried about how that's going to work because you're wondering about the finances. But now is the opportunity to start bringing the joy, putting the joy back into your life, right? Bring the joy. Okay, so I am incredibly generous being, sharing of yourself. So when you give from less than you, like when you give from what appears to be not abundance, then you're saying to the universe, I know I have enough to do this. And the universe gives it back. It's that higher vibrational energy. And you have, I am strong, valiant, and courageous, igniting courage. I am strong, valiant, and courageous. So yeah, I feel like you kind of took some kind of a risk and it's got you a little nervous. And you're like, did I step out on a limb too far? Is it strong enough to hold me? And you might be feeling a little shaky. Maybe you started a new business and all of a sudden some money problems cropped up and you're like, whoa, I didn't see that coming. You know, when you start a new business, there's a lot of unexpected expenses that happen. And so maybe you tried to buy a house and again, a lot of unexpected things you didn't, So be strong, be courageous, believe in the abundance of the universe, believe in yourself. So I'm taking some power code cards because I really feel like this new moon in Virgo has got a lot to do with finances and our self-confidence and our willingness and our ability to get out there and do something is often what it's about. And you have the leader, the collaborator, and the artist. The leader, the collaborator, and the artist. And this isn't like an artistic, passionate venture that you're trying. This is you doing what you love to do and hoping to make enough money. Now, of course, not everybody is doing this. So make sure you check out your sun, your moon, rising. But I feel like there are Aries out there who took a big risk to follow their passion, follow their dream, and now they're a little worried. And I say be a leader in your field. Do what you need to do. Show the way. Trust the universe. Be willing to collaborate with other people. That's asking for and accepting help and receiving it. And do what you love, whatever it is. And it doesn't have to necessarily be artistic, but it's following your passion. So that's pretty exciting stuff. I'm really excited for you. Good luck with all of that. I will see you back here soon. You take care. And don't forget to leave a comment.